7-5.
And Coach Randy Smart telling me we had them on the ropes and we just need to be able to finish those matches off.
How encouraging that Friday performance for a few sets certainly is. Away we go. Notre Dame, keep in mind, is in the white. The home team, the Deacons, they are in the black. And the first point is awarded to Notre Dame after the violation.
The freshman, Ava Lang, not afraid to take the big swing. Going to be really important for Notre Dame on the road to get off to a very quick start, especially coming off a match where they had a lot of errors.
And that was the loss in 5 sets to Virginia Tech in Blacksburg a couple of days ago. Big rip on this side of the floor for Wake Forest. Not enough at one apiece.
Ashley Slater, she is that go-to option on the right side for Wake Forest. Coach Randy Smart saying, we actually want to set her first if she's an option.
Slater, healthy, battling some back issues in recent weeks, is playing very well. To the middle, looked like a touch, and Notre Dame is awarded that point indeed.
And a 3-option pass for Notre Dame, able to establish their middles, and Charity McDowell early.
McDowell, one of the seniors. Notre Dame, this is year 2 of the Salima Rockwell era. They've already matched their win total from a season ago, so they are very competitive in year 2, thanks to some great work by the coaching staff. Nice job in the transfer portal, grooming their young stars. There is the second-year head coach.
It's a tremendous job Coach Rockwell has done in a very short time span.
Second-year head coach doesn't quite do it justice. 4-time national champion as well as an assistant at both Penn State and Texas. That's Lucy Trump. That one handled by Emma Farrell, one of the better liberos in the ACC. Precision kill, and it's Crawford.
Crawford, the go-to player for this Wake Forest team, able to take a big high swing against this Notre Dame block.
Few resumes can stack up with Rockwell's. So it's year 2, so you go, well, what was she doing after leaving Texas? She goes from the broadcast booth the last few years to South Bend. She said it was unexpected, but certainly a place that I would have always considered coaching at. Takes the job. She's got things going there.
She said there was only a handful of jobs she would come out of retirement to do, and Notre Dame was certainly one of them.
Knotted up at 3 in the first set. So it's best of 5. First of 3 sets wins. You play to 25 in the first 4 sets. First to 15 if we go to a 5th. Nice set. Crawford looked like she got it off the block that time. Another kill.
Crawford, she sees the block so well. Just able to find the inside fingertips of that double block and able to go and tool off that left hand of this Notre Dame block and Lauren Tarnoff.
Just a sophomore, Kelly, from Wimberley, Texas. The super year for the second-year player. And that always indicates what type of a jump can you take as a second-year player. It's the creativity at the net, how physical you can be as well. Good decision there from the sophomore.
Got to be a little bit more creative with your shots. You got much better vision, too, when you're facing a big, tall ACC block.
So on average, about 3 or 4 kills per set for Crawford. Back set. Nice find that time. It was Lauren Tarnoff.
Notre Dame's done a really nice job so far in serve receive, being able to establish their middles. Tarnoff on that slide play, and it's opening things up for their pin hitters.
You see right behind Tarnoff is number 25 in the white, Nicole Drunick. She is their established senior setter. The captain is back. She was out on Friday, still dealing with an injury she suffered against Pitt last weekend. Oh, the answer on the slide over on this side. That's Emmy Ogogar.
Ogogar, that is her go-to play, which is funny considering a year ago she hated running the slide, but makes it look so easy, runs it to perfection. High percentage look for Wake Forest.
Number 23 in the black, Kelly. It's a career year for her. This staff has totally unlocked her abilities. She has put in the work from the back row. Trump neutralized that time. Drunick, cross-court feed, finds the freshman. Or rather, that was Palazzolo, couldn't hammer it down. Notre Dame awarded the point anyway. We're knotted up.
Wake Forest going under the net. Really nice job, though. A quick set from Drunick to the pin, and you see the Wake Forest player cross the line underneath the net. That's illegal.
So 5 up. We've already had 5 ties, so back and forth we go. These two teams went 5 sets a year ago. Notre Dame won it. Wouldn't be surprised if we go the distance again today. Up high to the freshman Ava Carney. So her first swing looked good, but violation. Notre Dame takes a 1-point advantage.
Carney just hit the net on that play. Good look. That's a swing she normally makes.
There's Randy Smart on the Wake Forest sideline. 5th season as the head coach. It's her 7th year in Winston-Salem. Guided the Demon Deacs to unprecedented heights a year ago. They go 17-14. Now they're poised perhaps to reach their first ever NCAA tournament.
This is the team that has that potential to be able to do it. They've got some really great non-conference wins over UCF, Mississippi State. The body of work is there. 27 in the RPI. They're putting themselves in position.
You know, we use the term banner year. It certainly was, though, a season ago for the Deacs. Net violation.
Back row attack, actually, because the setter crossed the plane of that net.
And so there's the clarification Ryan Baker is asking for. Drunick ready to serve. However, Randy Smart wants an explanation.
Coach Smart's probably checking to make sure that Notre Dame player didn't go over before her own setter had a chance to get to that ball.
So that's Patricia Salvatore, or R2, the referee on the floor that Smart was having a conversation with. Adams now, the setter, who works in tandem with Baker. Okay, the block is strong.
Really nice job. Dior Charles teaming up with the freshman Ava Carney. And watch the way this double block shoots those hands over, flexes them across, and completely takes away Lucy Trump's seed.
Drunick to the middle. Charity McDowell's denied. And no chance there, no angle for Trump.
Just a tremendous job. The 31 gap set, something that Coach Rocco really thought could work against this Wake Forest defense, but not so fast, says Dior Charles. Just a really great job shooting those hands across fast.
What an exceptional rookie year. I think there are many first-year players on both of these squads that are really exceeding expectations. Wake Forest gets a piece of that big Lucy Trump swing. Another block. This time it's Notre Dame that gets it done.
Charity McDowell teaming up with Lucy Trump to completely take away that right side look for Slater. Big swing, but McDowell just putting up an absolute wall at the net.
So McDowell and Tarnoff, I mean, those are the two in the middle of the floor for Notre Dame. Lead the way, just about 1 block a set for both.
McDowell, keep in mind, she didn't even play in the middle last year. She's a converted middle from the right side. Went to the coaches in the spring. They needed somebody in that middle spot. She said, I'll give it a go.
Drunick to the freshman. Yeah, Ava Lang.
Lang making an impact. Seeing that block so well of Wake Forest. And a tremendous pass from her setter, Drunick. And just able to go off or over the top of that block.
A couple of nights ago, Wake Forest raced out to this huge lead in the first set early against Louisville. Not the case here. Now their team is led by more than 1. So this thing has been played tight in the early minutes. Monson sacrifices the body. Keep that one alive. Big swing. And Wake converts. It's Slater again.
Really great decision from Kylie Adams. And it all starts, look at that dig by Hattie Monson. And then the back set, one-on-one block, Ashley Slater able to take full advantage. Great recognition from Kylie Adams for her right side.
Kelly Slater with a couple of kills. She's earned some more swings of late. She's been very efficient. Wake now leads by 2.
Slinger's really settled in. Had a back injury early this season, missed some time, and came in, has really solidified that right spot. And Wake Forest, they had options in that area.
One of the many vets on this roster. Nice roster construction this year for Randy Smart. Oh, there's an easy slam dunk for Paige Crawford.
Great court awareness in that front row. Ava Torrance. Appropriate, too. This has been the biggest story in America.
Yeah, is there going to be a more mainstream and wide-scale Halloween costume pairing this year? Everybody is going to be.
I've already seen costumes in the stores of those two.
Listen, I never thought, up until about a month ago, I would have never thought I would have saw a pair of painted pumpkins with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift on it. Not in my wildest dreams.
All about the friendship bracelets. Travis Kelce putting out the friendship bracelet. Wake Forest, a great shot down the line for the side out.
And so Wake, on the heels of the timeout, maintains the 3-point cushion in set 1. Wake Forest at home this year, 6-3. The latest loss again Friday, 5 sets to the national runners-up a year ago, Louisville. Won the first 2 sets, lost the final 3. Boy, excellent effort that time by Ava Lang, the freshman. Really went over the scores table. And a block and a great denial. Drunick got in there to help.
Drunick, all about that block. That was the setter taking away that shot of Ava Carney, just putting up a great wall at that antenna to deny the freshman.
Experienced player. First off, great height. She's about 6'1", 6'2", but a fifth-year senior. Experienced. Notre Dame with back-to-back.
Notre Dame's block has really come alive, doing a really nice job reading this offense of Wake Forest right now and taking away the pin hitters.
And those would be Paige Crawford, Carney, Ogogar as well. Baker up high to the freshman. Drunick trying to sneak attack. Carney down the line. Got it. Sneaks it in.
Really good adjustment by Ava Carney. That block had it close all the way to the pin and allowed Carney to contort her body, swing, cross her body down the line.
Maybe a good example there. If you're Wake Forest, you start recognizing your opposition picking up on the game plan. You have to make those adjustments. Great approach that time. That is a next-level approach by Sydney Palazzolo. Big reason why she leads the conference in kills.
Palazzolo, you have got to get 4 hands up against her. Loves to go to that cross-court look. Dior Charles couldn't get a piece of it. That's a really tough ball to dig.
So we referenced Notre Dame falling on Friday at Virginia Tech. Again, it played without its starting center, Nicole Drunick, and so you're starting to see the value of having her back on the floor.
An experienced setter, came in as a grad transfer from Georgia Tech, and she allows this Notre Dame squad to run tempo to their pins, makes really good decisions, and has a great connection with her middles.
The service error, though, gives Wake Forest a chance to side on. Trump. Back to Palazzolo. Took some off that time. Has Wake Forest scrambling. Point Notre Dame.
Tremendous off, too, from Ava Carney. Wake Forest loves to go to that back row attack on that big set to Paige Crawford. It's a little bit too much on that ball. Didn't get a piece of any block.
Good decision that time by the back row. Carney was the closest to it, and it just fluttered past the end line for the point.
Both teams really haven't been able to get a whole lot of traction at the service line so far. This is 2 really good serving teams. Normally has a decent amount of aces every set.
Well, in both of the offensive centerpieces for both these teams, Crawford and Palazzolo, they are the top 2 servers. Okay, there's
right
one for you.
Right? Thank you, Kalani Willock. Willock doing a nice job, too, short serving that ball inside the 10-foot line.
Junior from Keller, Texas, 2-time captain. Versus Monson. They get to the floor, they dig it out. That block. Although Notre Dame gets it, it falls just wide of the end line.
Palazzolo reads that block so well, hits with so much power, and just able to find the outside blocker's hand.
Palazzolo with 3 kills, 7 swings. That's a bit long. And Notre Dame is back within 1.
Looks like that set just a little bit high on that 31 to Dior Charles. Got a little bit too much under it, send that ball long.
It's the freshman middle from Los Angeles. Great dig that time by Willick. Free ball though for Notre Dame. Trunick to the middle. McDowell finds a soft spot in the D.
There's that connection with her middle. Charity and McDowell, they've really worked. McDowell new to the middle this year on that quick in transition. Great one-arm dig by Ava Carney to keep that ball in play. Notre Dame, though, having success running their middles. And what a pancake that was. Very close ball for Wake Forest. And Megan, well, not when you have a serve like that. Flat comes in at you 40 miles an hour and serves the seam.
Kelly, she dominated that Big South for a couple of years and has just fit in so seamlessly. It's why the transfer portal can be a beautiful thing. You can be competitive quicker for a new regime, new program, if you can recruit it properly like Rockwell and her staff has done. Randy Smart has done the same in several examples.
Hit the antenna.
So Wake Forest awarded the point.
We said hitting error is going to be important in this match. Notre Dame really struggled with a lot of early hitting errors in that loss on Friday night to Virginia Tech. But keep in mind, that was also because they were running a 6-2 because Nicole Drunick, their setter, was out.
And so with Drunick out, you had Harmony Sample and Fiona Schrader running the show. Boy, that is a vicious swing.
Lucy Trump just teeing off down the line. Swings with so much power. Good to see her get in a better rhythm. She has really struggled on Friday night. Able to go on outside of that left blocker's hand. Just sneaks it in there.
Drunick up high, the freshman denied. However, a whistle.
That violation.
Yep.
Olivia Frankie just got a piece of that net.
We said it early on. We expected a tight match, especially these early sets. Look, 19 up, first to 25. Gotta win by 2. Wake Forest back in front.
She's just that reliable go-to left side, sees the block so well, able to go through it, and a giant hole in the middle that block had not closed, middle late to release. Crawford able to take full advantage.
She has just been very consistent this year with her production. A lot of weapons on that Wake Forest side. Big reason why they started 14-6. Well, it works. Ogo Gar with the kill.
Ogo Gar has been so good this season, both offensively and defensively. Really taking ownership of the sets she wants to see. Really nice RPI for this Wake Forest squad.
Kelly, it's reasonable to say the last few years for Wake Forest, it's been its best mini era, if you will, since what, late 90s, early 2000s. And this group is committed to getting to that NCAA tournament. They've been playing volleyball here since the 80s, never been to the tournament. So they talk about it openly. It's a challenge they accept. 3-point advantage now in this first set to the super sophomore Crawford. Right back to her. That time into the net. Notre Dame shrinks the deficit.
Not sure even if that would have been not a mishit by Crawford. That block was up. They were taking away that cross-court look that Crawford has had so much success with. That was just her second hitting error.
Yeah. Meanwhile, each team with 3 blocks aside. Neither team known really for their blocking prowess. Just a wonderful decision by the aforementioned Crawford.
Really great recognition by Paige Crawford. Saw that where that block was, just goes over the top of it, tips, and nobody there. Trump too far in right back to cover that tip. Nice job going to the off-speed look.
Quite a debut set for Crawford. She only had 12 kills on Friday, 5-setter. She's got 7 in this first set for Wake. Oh, just some miscommunication there.
And that ball actually, that might have been Dog, but that ball actually went off Ava Torrance.
Two-point set, first to 25, must win by 2. Good awareness that time by Torrance to keep it alive. Notre Dame, though, with a free ball and an opportunity. Good work trying to scramble to keep it alive. The Palazzolo swing is just too much.
Sees the opposing block.
Finally, her chance to run an offense and be in the spotlight, and she's done it well.
And that
we are knotted up.
Just clipped that back line. What a serve from Alyssa Benitez.
Her 7th ace of the year, the freshman from San Antonio, coming up with a clutch point. Notre Dame last led when it was 7-6, so it's been a while. The freshman Carney, they're able to dig that one out. Palazzolo. Notre Dame on a 3-0 run, now has a set point.
Palazzolo hits with so much pace, but she does such a good job of disguising her shots. You're not sure as a blocker if she's going to hit cross court. That time going down the line, went through the seam of that block.
Both teams with their timeouts exhausted, so we're playing this one out. Benitez to serve again, set point. Farrell lobs it up. Carney to the middle. Monson kept it alive. 24.
Really nice effort by Hattie Monson, laying out on that dig, but not able to keep it up. Wake Forest finding some life here. This is the back and forth battle we expected between these two teams, these two coaches who know each other well.
Neither team is led by more than 3. Either way in this first set. Now it's the first to 26. Palazzolo with the error into the net. Wake Forest now seizes momentum as a set point itself. Olivia Frankie to serve. That'll do it.
Got the hometown bounce off the net serve by Olivia Frankie. You think this alumni and this crowd is fired up? Got a big time kill, Paige Crawford. Wake Forest with a 2-point set 1 win.
A roster that returned so many starters from a 17-win team a year ago. Some of their young elite recruits, they've taken a step forward. They're now sophomores. They're growing up in a sense. The recruiting has gone way up in recent years for Wake. That's why they're in position maybe for a postseason appearance. Notre Dame, though, with the first point in set 2. Big swing from the middle, however, Dior Charles's attempt is a bit wide.
I like Wake Forest's decision, though, to try and reestablish their middles, open things up again for the pinhitters. We saw that early in set number 1.
Yeah, Charles took just 2 swings in the first set. Frankie didn't take it. The service error gives Wake Forest its first point of this second set.
That's a magnified service error, too. Because Sydney Palazzolo, she is such a point-scoring machine at the service line that is a huge sigh of relief if you're Wake Forest.
You know, 36 on the year for Palazzolo. It's a big number at this point in the season. Trump didn't quite have the angle and leverage there, so that one whizzes long.
Trump really needed to find the hands, had some power, but really nice decision by Drunick to back set going against the flow. Trump's got to be able to finish that ball off.
New set, same script. Here we are, tied up early. It's be hard to believe if one team really shows the other sets. They're quite evenly matched. They played a competitive battle a year ago. You know, we're coming down the wire, Kelly. This is the final third of the season, so every set matters, especially for these two.
Wake Forest right in the thick of the standings, 27 in the RPI, trying to really position their tournament resume.
An RPI number could be very important. Carney, make it Ava Lang, pardon me, with a vicious swing and kill.
Lang, really nice job finding the low seam of that block. Watch this approach, just able to sneak it in between Ogogar and her right side.
Is that recognition that maybe Ogogar's a little late to get over there?
But she released late, and it's a great job of Lang recognizing that she had that hole in the middle.
Lang kept it alive and converts the kill.
And Lang swinging across her body, disguising that shot so well. Looks like she may swing cross court, going down the line. It's just nice job keeping this in play. And then Lang just going down the line, all sorts of daylight.
Wake Forest punches right back. Dior Charles with her first kill of the afternoon on her fourth swing. Runick up high, Tarnoff pushes it. Lang a bit wide on the swing.
Nice job of Wake Forest block to trying to take away that cross-court look, make Lang think twice about that swing. Not able to find the hands.
Serves into the net.
Just the second service error for Wake Forest.
Now it's the sophomore from Florence, Kentucky, Lucy Trump to serve it away. A career day last weekend offensively. 18 kills against Virginia. Big block. And excellent work by Farrell. She's going to cover some ground here on the floor to keep that one alive. Notre Dame's block, though, neutralizes the effort.
Tremendous effort from Emma Farrell on the defensive end, but Notre Dame's block has really come alive the last couple of points. And check out Emma Farrell, one of the top liberos in the ACC, keeping that ball in play. But Runick up and ready with her teammate Lauren Tarnoff.
Crawford got blocked. This one should make it over, but then Tarnoff hammers it down.
It's the net presence right now for Notre Dame that's getting it done. Tarnoff off of that over dig, and then the blocks been super active to start the second set.
And so the visiting Irish now have the 2-point edge in set 2. To the middle, and Ogogar slices it through.
Ogogar on that 31 gap set. Nice job off of 2 feet and just sees where the blocker is, and Lauren Tarnoff goes to the outside of her right hand.
Ogogar, a role player at West Virginia and Illinois State where she started her career. She has just come alive, having a career season. Terrific, wise, savvy move at the net. I would say net presence a moment ago.
Great deception by Nicole Trunick, and that is a veteran play for you. Going up, making this Wake Forest defense respect her, saying, I'm in the front row, you got to be aware of me, I'm going to be a factor.
Yeah, Notre Dame has set the tone in this second set. Free ball, who wants to take it? Baker, back to Ogogar, yes.
Wake Forest is tough to stop when they're able to find Ogogar and they move her around. We saw her on the 31 a couple of plays ago, and it's really stressing this Notre Dame block. They even had a double block up and not able to stop her.
Really tenacious player at the net from San Antonio. And so now Ogogar serves. Runick on the side, found Tarnoff. Close. Wake Forest, though, awarded
Karnoff. At first, she thought she got fingers on that slide play.
So, of course, that touches someone at the net off a Wake Forest finger out of bounds. Notre Dame awarded the point. However, 8 up. Yeah, it looked like, that one never cleared the net.
Palazzolo, she looks a little bit out of rhythm in this second set. For as strong as she started this match, has had a couple of hitting errors here in the second, just hasn't really been able to find her groove.
13 swings for Palazzolo, leads the way for all Notre Dame attackers. So the challenge card has been presented. Was there a touch there?
Looks like it hit the net to me. Looks like her swing was into the net. Just a hitting error from what I see on Palazzolo.
So Kelly, the decision is they're going to replay the point.
Yeah, because they blew the whistle.
Yep.
Blew the play dead.
One's long. So Wake gives it right back. Ogo takes a seat. 4 kills for the 5th-year senior on 8 swings, hitting .375. Baker up high. Oh, no doubter. That's the heat from Ava Carney.
And that all started Ryan Baker rescuing that set. Watch how tight this ball is to the net. Baker able to put it up on a platter to save that ball, to give Ava Carney a really nice swing.
That's her most impressive kill of the afternoon for sure. The freshman from Pittsburgh has had a really impressive rookie season. Second behind Crawford on the team in kills. And we saw the athleticism a moment ago. Wake Forest with back-to-back. They did get it done to the right side here with Slater.
Ashley Slater figuring out that Notre Dame block, able to find the seam in between both blockers' hands.
Wake Forest, they've got a lot of options, don't they, offensively?
And they use them well. They do a really nice job establishing their middles and getting a lot of production now on the right side when you have Slater, who's healthy.
You've got 7 players already who have taken at least a swing. It's a nice distribution. And, of course, Randy Smart using the 2 setters, Ryan Baker, Kylie Adams. Great pancake. That was Drunick. But it's an opportunity. Up high. Carney, the swing into the net.
Came with all sorts of power, just a mishead, but how about Drunick on that pancake? The setter laying out.
Is she displaying the full range of her abilities or what?
You think Coach Rocco's glad to have her back?
She's got the kill earlier in this set. 1 or 2 blocks as well. Nearly was able to dig that one out. However, Wake converts.
And normally, as a setter, you're getting targeted on swings because typically the setter not a great blocker.
Drunick, great physicality and height to her advantage. Willick serves it. Drunick this side to Trump. Slater again, blocked. Let's go back to Crawford. They give it over, Trump in the right spot to keep this rally alive. Off the block, it falls in anyway.
Slater's doing such a nice job right now of finding the hands of Notre Dame on that block. Really just had a single block up and able to go hard. It was a set that was fairly close to the net, able to take a big rip off of it.
A senior from Grand Haven, Michigan. Again, she's playing her best volleyball of the year right now. So that's another lead change.
How did that
We might have another in a moment or two.
That was a completely broken play. And Palazzolo, she was trying to roll it, didn't quite hit it right, and still able to get that placement to fall. Watch this on the sharp cross, a roll shot, and it drops in.
That is precision. And now if you're Notre Dame, she's at the service line. Slater denied. McDowell turns it away.
Yeah, really nice adjustment by McDowell, shooting those hands low over the net to take away Slater's option to tool.
So that's the second block for McDowell today. And again, if you're awake, you just have to withstand now the serve for Palazzolo in this sequence. Farrell wants Slater. Bouncing down her head. Falls out of play.
And it's actually Slater's show right now for Wake Forest. She has done a tremendous job in this second set, being a go-to option on that right side. And this Notre Dame block doesn't have an answer for her right now.
Kelly, we're approaching the halfway mark. We basically are at it in the second set with 13 points aside. There's already been 8 lead changes. Heck, there's only 13 points aside. That's how back and forth we've been 10 times as well. Crawford sizing this one up. Brunick, the back set to Trump. Dug out. Had some lengthy sequences the last couple of rounds. Wake Forest with a straight up rejection.
Really nice read. Actually, Slater and Emmy Ogogar, they saw that set going to the left side allows them to time and set up their block perfectly to take away that look on that left side.
Monson taking it right in the beat that time. She had a smile on her face when she came to her feet. Brunick to the middle. Yes. Boy, McDowell is on a couple of swings in this set. She's taking advantage of them.
McDowell, she is a sponge. She's so curious, spent so much time learning the components of being a good middle, that 31 gaps that really working right now for Notre Dame.
What did Randy Smart say? She goes, McDowell, Salima Rockwell, she goes, she's so analytical, loves the details. Does that not sound like a Notre Dame athletic program? Analytical, they love the details. And the Irish take a 1-point advantage into our year ago to really take on. I think the leaders have ultimately answered the bell in a sense of taking on that role, developing some ownership mid-match. Okay, Ogogar says, try and stop me.
She's a problem. Ogogar is a big problem right now. And because you're able to run such quick sets to the middle, it's hard for this Notre Dame squad to get a block up, and especially to get more than one blocker up.
Notre Dame towards the bottom of the ACC anyway in terms of blocks per set, maybe 2 a set. Got an opportunity here, up high to the freshman. Ava Lang converts.
Lang doing a really nice job of going over the top of that block, just able to find the fingertips.
6'3" freshman from Playa del Rey out in California, so she grew up on the beach. Coveted recruit. It's a 4-star prospect out of the state of California. Back to Lang. Trump, back row, handled by Torrance. Baker up to Crawford this time. Blocked, but out of bounds.
And Crawford does such a nice job of using the outer hands of that block, tooling hard of it. Look at the power she comes with, and see how she goes off the outside hand of Nicole Drunick. So hard to stop. Drunick's got to turn her fingers and hand back to the inner part of the court.
Well, and that's the details or the creativity at the net we reference. It's, of course, intentional from Crawford on that instance.
Notre Dame
swings back in front.
And having success there on that back row attack. You will see they have a couple options back there. Lucy Trump in that right back. They can go to her on a D-ball. Then when you have Palazzolo back there, she'll take some big rips.
Ties, 12 lead changes. Razor close second set, just like the first, which Wake Forest won 26-24. Carney didn't have much of an angle that time. Was there a touch? And our referee up on the chair that time, he says yes. It's Michael Holder.
Palazzolo finds fingertips so well. Notre really finding the seam of that block.
So Palazzolo had the 7 kills in that first set. She's got 9 overall. Yeah, Ogo Gar is unstoppable right now.
Ogo Gar, so versatile too as the middle. She can go in front of the setter. She can go behind it on a slide play. So you have to be able to account for her all over that front row.
This is a quality second set. The whole match has been very high level to this point. Turn off. Wake Forest couldn't get to it on the second touch.
Nice hustle though by Paige Crawford, trying to one-arm dig that ball, keep it in play.
However, the visitors hold the 2-point lead. We've had a dozen of those lead changes. However, Notre Dame has, if only by just a smidge, led a bit more in this second set. More occasions of the 1 or 2 point advantage. Into the net. This one should still be alive, yeah. Great work by Notre Dame. Carney dug out. Blocked. Carney on the block this time.
Carney and Dior Charles, the 2 freshmen, they are up. They're ready. They're putting up an absolute wall on that D-ball to Lucy Trump, and no shot that Trump is able to find any seam in that block. Just a tremendous job of timing that block up, just putting up a wall if you're Wake Forest.
Carney with the "hey, you like me now" reaction post block. We're trying to string back-to-back points together. Back to the freshman. Wake Forest has knotted things up.
And Wake Forest, they're in system. They have a 3-option pass available, so their offense has been.
Wake Forest with a pretty impressive RPI of 27. So not to get too numbers heavy here, but outside of that big 3, if you will, Pitt, Louisville, Georgia Tech. There you go. Wake Forest has the next best RPI. That's
a huge factor for Wake Forest. We talked about some of those important wins they got in the non-conference against UCF and Mississippi State. You mentioned beating Miami.
Yep. And here's why it's notable. Hey, wins and losses, they certainly matter the most. However, a big chunk of that pie that the selection committee is weighing is the RPI. They're factoring in where were your wins, against who, what were the circumstances. Wake Forest, look, they've never been to that tournament. They're certainly in position to perhaps get there with 1/3 of the season remaining. 2-point advantage here in this second set.
4-0 run for Wake Forest.
That's big, Kelly. The freshman on this side, Ava Lang, extends the run.
Palazzolo, good to see her get into a little bit better hitting her. She had an error the point before. That time went to the off-speed roll shot look.
Yeah, good catch, pardon me. That was Palazzolo, the junior.
Well, we've seen both be effective from that left side, so easy to confuse. The misconnection there between Ryan Baker and Dior Charles. That allows Notre Dame to yet again tie this match up.
That's back-to-back for the Irish.
And it's really felt like told Coach Smart, let's go after the kids that should tell us no.
Yeah. She's got a great staff. Becky and Jake Hahn, also Hayden Wagner. All right, the home team back in front.
Palazzolo, she did a nice job. She was up, just hadn't quite sealed off that net. Wake Forest taking advantage.
Crunch time, set 2. Wake Forest took the first set by a slim margin. Brunig, high set, Palazzolo. Didn't quite catch that one cleanly. So now Crawford, her counterpart, with a big swing herself. Up high, Palazzolo pounds it, yes.
Palazzolo reading that block so well. Cross-court look taken away a little bit, able to go outside the outer blocker's hands. Watch this approach, sees where Ashley Slater is, just able to sneak it down the line inside
A match-high 11 kills for Palazzolo. However, her error now gives the home team the 1-point advantage.
Palazzolo coming off 5 service aces on Friday. Hasn't really been able to get in a groove on her serve today.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Notre Dame with no more timeouts left. Randy Smart has one in her pocket. Farrell to serve it away. Notre Dame scrambling, and so a free ball for the home team. Crawford takes them off, and the savvy kill sets up a Wake set point.
Really deceptive move by Paige Crawford, going to the off-speed look, ops to tip. See,
and a wonderful relationship outside of the volleyball gym. Here we go, set point for Wake. Notre Dame needs a response. The block, and Wake cashes in. The block was strong this set for the Demon Deacs. They're up 2-0 at home.
Wake Forest now down 2-0. Came back and did a reverse sweep on the road. That was a turning point for this Fighting Irish squad.
Oh, what a major swing from Dior Charles. The freshman continues her exceptional rookie campaign with a 3rd set opening kill.
Dior Charles, you can see her confidence growing every swing offensively. Came in primarily and has seen time as a blocker, but it's her offense that's starting to come along.
Charles today, it's her 1st kill. Wake Forest has another chance. Off the fingertips, Notre Dame. Drunick sends that one down the line to Lang. Got to go up against the block. The double block on that side of the net. That's a big one for Trump, isn't it?
And a nice job mixing up those sets. Drunick going to that D-ball, Lucy Trump. That's an option that Notre Dame has tried to go to at times today, but hasn't had a lot of success with.
The 2nd kill of the afternoon for Trump. Adams with the setback time. Off the block, good recognition by Ogogar.
She's all over the place right now. Can't miss. Just great awareness, being up, being ready, not trying to do too much to put that ball home.
Ogogar was certainly one player in particular that Randy Smart really was beaming about a couple of days ago when we talked to her. 2nd season with the program, a veteran. She's a 5th-year senior transfer. And she's got the home team up 2 in the 3rd set.
She's been such a spark plug. She has literally seized the momentum on this Wake Forest side. And Ogogar really has taken ownership this season. What she wants to see from her setter.
I mean, that's the growth. That's natural maturation as you go from class to class. Baker trying to sneak one past Notre Dame. Another block. This time they just got to get it over. It looked like it went around the pin. 4-1.
Even when she doesn't have a lot of options, she's fairly close to the net. So all she could do is take a swing. Not able to tip that ball into the block.
Torrance, the Purdue transfer, serves it away to the middle. After the error, it's a 5-1 lead. To demonstrate their commitment to seeing each other as equals and treating each other with respect and dignity at all times, recognizing that our differences don't divide us, but they make us stronger. Several years now, the ACC Unity Week, wonderful initiative at the conference brought to fruition a couple of seasons ago. Kelly, Wake Forest is
largest lead of this match, and it's largely Notre Dame. It's their own unforced errors.
That was the bugaboo a couple of days ago in the 5-set loss at Virginia Tech.
And Notre Dame, they've tried to establish their middles too early in this 3rd set. Their serve receive has been good at times, but just has had some misconnections with their middles. Tough serve.
Ogogar was right on it. That's wonderful reflexes. So Emmy Ogogar, you can't really sneak much by her. How about the instincts to quickly turn the body and keep that one alive?
She's got such quick reflexes. She's been all over the floor. You think about your libero and the defense she's playing. Emmy Ogogar playing some great defense right now.
The instincts, she's got the physicality. She also has the highest vertical leap on the team, 33 inches. It's pretty impressive. Notre Dame with a much-needed kill.
Really important side out for Notre Dame. Ava Lang, she's been quiet in this match really since the first set.
Very important battle between a couple of teams right in the middle of the pack of the SEC. Pardon me, the ACC. Ogogar on the slide. This is up high to Palazzolo. Great stuff that time by Trump to keep it alive. Free ball. Baker to the middle, and the rally extends. Just long, but there might have been a touch. There was.
Arlen going to say there was a touch.
Okay, Randy very quick over there to grab the green laminated challenge card.
I love how much trust, too, the coaches put in their players to tell them there was a touch, there wasn't a touch.
And you got to tell it like it is, too. I mean, certainly you want to maybe stick up for yourself or your team, but do you have the trust there with your coach?
It's over the block for sure. So now the officials can look at multiple things, though. You can look at whether that ball potentially clipped any part of the back line. Did a back row defender potentially clip that ball on the way out? Doesn't look like that ball got any piece, though, of the double block.
And again, to clarify, it was ruled as a touch at the net, which would give Notre Dame the point. They can't find anything conclusive to overturn it and say there was no touch. So while we got a moment, remember Wednesday is college basketball ACC tip-off media day for the men on Wednesday. The women's media day is Tuesday, both beginning at 8 a.m. in Charlotte, and you can catch all of the coverage on ACC Network and also anywhere on the app. Interviews with all 30 head coaches on both the men's and women's sides, players as well, setting the tone for the season, which, gets going in 2 weeks.
Hard to believe it's already here.
Yeah. So how do you slice this one? Let's see.
Overturn.
No touch, yeah.
Overturn. Good challenge by Randy Smart.
She was very, very quick to go grab that challenge card, wasn't she?
I didn't see a touch. And we're up elevated above the court from the angle we're at.
Forrest has claimed the first 2 sets, and now with a sizable 5-point early third set advantage. No team is led by as much as 5 at any point until now. So this is as one-sided as it's felt at any point in this match. What's Notre Dame's response look like? Nice savvy swing off the block by Lauren Tarnoff that time.
Nice job, Tarnoff, off that back set from Drunick. Had a one-on-one block, able to take full advantage. There's the connection with the middle that Notre Dame has been seeking in this third set.
Wake is hitting 400 this set. Notre Dame with that kill. Back to 0 hit percentage. It's 9-4 after the latest kill.
Another middle set for Wake Forest. Look at the difference in the hitting percentage.
Yep. So an excellent start for the Demon Deacons. That one ate up Monson. Opportunity to grow the lead. Carney with a wicked swing. Keeps it alive. Oh, Notre Dame finishes it off.
Drunick on the swing. That's one of those balls that anytime a setter can put down, they're loving it. Watch this battle at the net between the two sides. Drunick heads up play. Big time point for Notre Dame and much needed.
Several kills today for Drunick. That's her second. The native of Dallas, Texas. Family from Brazil. We mentioned her mom, the former volleyball Olympian. Dad was on the national basketball team years ago. Trying to spark something for the visiting Irish. Carney's got to get that one over. That's into Palazzolo. Yes.
Notre Dame right now haven't been in system a lot, and so it's up to somebody like a Cindy Palazzolo take that high ball out of the left side and be able to terminate against that Wake Forest block who's had a lot of success today.
Carney pounds it, dug out. That's Monson. Palazzolo rips it.
Got a nice clap too from her coach, Salima Rockwell. What a dig by Hattie Monson. Tempo to the pins, able to sneak it down that line.
Painted the white chalk line there. So a precision kill. Back set now to Slater. Notre Dame displaying some nice defensive work in this sequence. However, just the tall, wide bodies at the net, overwhelming at times. The latest, Dior Charles gets it done.
And you also, taking that second ball, Cindy Palazzolo, she set that ball. Not the ideal option you want setting that second ball.
No. This is Willick again to serve. Drunick to the middle, McDowell. Dug out that time by Willick. Up high, Palazzolo, the tip. Notre Dame's got another chance. Oh, Benitez in the right spot to keep it going. Notre Dame in a bit of a scramble.
This is what Wake Forest does so well. Makes you play long rallies and then gets you on the ropes. Ashley Slater with the termination.
How many times have we referenced how many options Wake Forest has? It's perhaps the strength of this Wake team, at least offensively, according to Randy Smart. Slater in particular was one she mentioned to us. She comes back healthy, had the back issue that held her out of a few matches. She returns, we just need another weapon. And the lead grows here after another Wake block.
Dior Charles, watch him how fast she shoots her hands over this net. Such fast hands to be able to take away that cross-court look of Notre Dame.
Something you can't teach. You've got to have those fast hands.
Absolutely.
One thing that Wake Forest really pinpointed in her recruitment. Crawford is denied. So Notre Dame needed a block in the worst way, back to a 4-point set.
Speaking of a big block, that was a tight ball to the net too, so not a whole lot of options for Wake Forest to work with.
Looked like McDowell was the first one there to turn it away. Notre Dame is down 2-0. Final match of the weekend for both of these teams, and Ashley Slater is starting to cook now.
Ashley Slater, such a weapon on that right side. She has become a go-to option. It's not just the Paige Crawford show and Ava Carney show on that left side.
Back to the middle, McDowell, just wide. And that one whizzes out of bounds.
Notre Dame and Nicole Drunick really trying to have that connection established with Charity McDowell in the middle. contributing heavily.
Now Carney, you see there, she takes a seat. It's certainly not her most efficient day. However, she has acquitted herself really nicely in her rookie season. There's a touch, so Notre Dame gets it back to a 5-point set.
And Carney, she's just on the bench really just because she would have been in the back row.
Yep.
So they insert an Ava Torrenson instead.
Carney, another example of a high-level recruit, elite club-level player that Wake Forest is bringing to campus now more often than ever before. Carney was a top 60 rated recruit in the class. Ogo Gar didn't get it quite cleanly. Swing, blocked. Someone's got to get there. Nope. No time for Baker.
And Coach Smart's saying really the hardest part in recruiting has been just selling the vision because we've never been to the NCAA tournament of what we're building here.
In a lot of ways, Smart herself can embody that. She's from Los Angeles, has all the West Coast ties, head coach out there for many, many years, previously at Cal State LA. And then she gets a call to take the assistant job here at Winston-Salem a few years ago. So an assistant for a couple of years, takes over 5 years ago. Well, she took a risk. She took a gamble, if you will. And
Moved her family across the country.
Yeah, it has paid off in a big way. Yeah, she's very comfortable out there on the West Coast. But the chance to build something here, finish what, as she mentioned to us before, her predecessor started.
Really nice roll shot from Paige Crawford. Right now, everything going Wake Forest way.
Off the block, Notre Dame passes in.
Nice back row attack from Sydney Palazzolo. You see the ascension.
The upward trajectory.
This could be the best finish that Wake Forest has had. Right now kind of hovering around that 4th spot in the ACC.
Yep. The only other time they had, or the last time I should say, Wake Forest has won, better said, had 3 straight winning seasons was 99 to 2001. So 2 decades ago was the last time that happened. Wake Forest in position to do that once again this year. 6-point advantage for the home team. Blocked out of bounds. Notre Dame back within 5.
Good to see too. Ava Lang get going a little bit into that block. Nice hard swing, able to tool off of it. We haven't called her name a lot.
Wake Forest hitting 280 this 3rd set. It was Crawford. Get down to dig that one out. Yeah, she deserves a little credit setting up her teammate.
It's a nice job, Ava Carney. Big hard swing into that block. I love that the freshman has that fearlessness. She is not afraid to attack that block.
Wise decision to let that one zip out of play. So after the Elena Dragani service error, Maisie Alexander to serve it away for the visitors. Carney off the block. This time up to Palazzolo. Hammers it straight down.
And when Notre Dame's been able to go to that shoot set to the pin with some tempo to Palazzolo, she's had a lot of success against that Wake Forest block. Able to beat it before it's closed. And Dior Charles, we've talked about what a special blocker she is, just couldn't get there in time.
Back row attack and a conversion. A terminal swing by Crawford in the back row.
Crawford, she even had a double block up on that back row. Look, and just able to put so much power on that ball to go pull it off the hands of that Notre Dame block.
Crawford, Kelly, has taken 31 swings 12 kills, so hitting just below 200. But she's done a variety of other impactful things, especially in this third set. Another block by Wake.
Dior Charles, those fast hands and able to position them perfectly. Palazzolo sort of lost that ball, but up and ready, flexed over. Watch the way that Ashley Slater and Dior Charles turn those hands back to the inner part of the court.
Services, they're getting it done in a variety of ways now in the third set and inching very close to a 3-set sweep.
And the first ball contact for Notre Dame has really struggled. Passing hasn't been good.
Drunick, got him. Got him sleeping there.
Really smart decision by Drunick. Didn't have a whole lot of options there. Pass not good. It was going to be an overpass, so all she did is punch it over.
Notre Dame, year 2 under Salima Rockwell, very competitive team. They've picked up, they've in large part taken care of business, maybe up until Friday, that loss at Virginia Tech in conference play. They're certainly up against the ropes right now, down 2-0. Back-to-back kills, they got it back within 5. Can they extend this thing? They'll need a pretty significant run to get past Wake in this third set to do so.
Good decision, though, by Palazzolo to go to the off-speed look.
But make no mistake, this is a very competitive team thanks to some good foundational work that has been put in place by the coaching staff. Solid portal.
Pieces are there.
Yeah,
They've got
freshman
high-level
recruiting. Yep.
transfers. And I'm hearing this freshman class they're bringing in is going to be rated really high.
Yep. Be no surprise there. So it's a little 3-0 run for the visiting Irish. Palazzolo trying to make it a 4-0 run, not that time. Denied by Charles, and so it's now 10 blocks for Wake Forest in the match tonight.
And Wake Forest, they're not known as a blocking team, but taking away the biggest weapon on Notre Dame's squad, Ashley Slater doing a tremendous job turning back Sydney Palazzolo.
I mean, tonight they're averaging, today I should say, more than 3 blocks a set. They only average about 2 regularly. Charity McDowell is turned away as well.
You can just see how much energy Dior Charles gets from making a play on that block at the net. The solo stuff reads the opposing middle so well.
And so Wake Forest, in search of that first NCAA tournament appearance ever, is in position to get to 15-6 in a relatively quick fashion this afternoon. Slater hammers it off the block. Set point, match point.
Slater hits with so much pace and power. Had a one-on-one block, taking a big rip on it. Easy point.
Notre Dame played Wake so close in the first 2 sets. Almost surprising this thing may be done in 3. However, here we are. Match point. Charles couldn't find the weak spot. She's up high to Palazzolo. Yeah. Nice, savvy, clever swing to keep this going.
When Palazzolo, when she's gone to the off-speed looks in the last 5 points, Notre Dame has had success.
Yeah. Palazzolo leads everybody, by the way, with 17 kills, and Kelly hitting .306 today.
Very efficient.
Yeah. That's out, and this one's in the books. Match point, Wake Forest sweeps Notre Dame to improve to 15-6, get to 6-4 in league play, and based on what happens elsewhere in the conference, they may be in the top third of the league once today is all said and done. It's